Right. Good evening, everyone. So let's do some problems now. First problem is D block system. Right. So this is fully block system. This is M. This is 4M. The question is, when I release the blocks, this is touching the ground initially, and this is at a height of 20 meters from ground. When I release the system, this comes down, this goes up. When this hits the ground, this doesn't bounce back. Alright? That's the condition. This doesn't bounce back, let it stick to the ground. This will go up. Question is, to what maximum height will this go? To what maximum height will this go up to? Let's say this is block A, block B. To what maximum height will block A go up to? Is a question. Alright. So first we need to get the acceleration. Right. So what is the constraint equation for the accelerations? Can you tell me what's the constraint equation? If 4M comes down with A, what is the acceleration of the block A? If B comes down with A, acceleration of the block A is A by 2, 2A, 3A, 4A, A by 3, 2A by 3, 3A by 2. All right. So if this goes up with an acceleration a naught, or this comes down with an acceleration a naught, what is the acceleration of block A? If this comes down with an acceleration a naught, what is the acceleration of the block A? Think about it. You can do push-pull method or pulley equation. I repeat the question. If block B comes down with an acceleration a naught, what is the acceleration of the block A? Yes, Vignesh, Omkar.
Sir, which one, sir?
Yeah, what is the acceleration of the block A when B comes down with an acceleration a naught? Yes, Gayatri, you said something?
So is it 2V naught? 2A naught.
A naught.
No, B is coming down with a naught. So A will go up with definitely different from a naught.
So is it 2A naught or A naught by 2? I will get
Yeah, you
confused.
tell me. You tell me what it is. A naught by 2 or 2A naught? It is either A naught by 2 or 2A naught. Tell me what is right.
2A naught, sir.
Okay, why is it so?
So if we move
Yeah,
block B upwards, the block A will come downwards, sir, to with 2A naught. And if we move block B by to A naught by A naught downwards, it and block A will be move to A naught by upwards, sir.
yeah, that's right. If I move this by x, this comes down by 2x. So if this moves by a naught, this will be 2a naught. If this goes down, this goes up. If this goes up, this goes down. Right? Yeah, that's right. You're all right. Both of you are right. So this is a naught, this is 2a naught. Now, what do we do eventually? I'll find out the time it takes, velocity with which this hits the ground. Half of that velocity will be when this particle hits the ground, this will be somewhere here at a distance of 40. Because this comes down by 20, this goes up by 40. If I find out the velocity at 40 v naught, from here it will be under gravity. So v square by 2g will be the maximum height reached by the particle from this height. So total height will be 40 plus that height. You all understand this? When this reaches h is equal to 20, when this block B hits ground, when the block of mass 4m hits ground, this block A reaches a height of 40 and will attain some speed. That speed I can find out using kinematic equations. But once I get the speed and this hits the ground and sticks to it, tension in the string becomes 0. This block will go under gravity. As if it is only under gravity, as if it is projected with velocity v naught. So maximum height to which it will go from here is v naught square by 2. So total height will be 40 plus v naught square by 2. So the maximum height to which the block will reach is 40 plus v naught square by 2. All we have to do is find out v naught now. How will I find v naught? I'll write v square minus u square is 2as here. V is required v naught by 2. V naught by 2 whole square minus 0 square is equal to 2 times a naught times 20 or 2 times a naught times h. So I'll have v naught square is equal to 4 a naught h. So v naught is equal to 2 root a naught h. So I substitute this in that one, v naught square by 2g. So v naught square by 2g is equal to 4 a naught h by 2g plus 40 is my answer. H is 20. If I just plug in a naught, I'm done. To find out a naught, I'll do the same thing as before. For any LLM problem, I'll draw the FBD, write f is equal to ma, and I'm done. So my answer is 4 a naught h by 2g plus 40. Why am I adding 40 here? Because if this comes down by 20, this goes up by 40. So height from the ground is 40 plus v naught square by 2g. Let's draw the FBD of block A. Tension is T, mass, gravitational force is mg, acceleration is 2a naught. So my equation of motion is T minus mg is equal to m into 2a naught. For the block B, tension is 2t, this is 4 mg, acceleration is a naught downwards. So I'll have 4 mg minus 2t is equal to 4m times a naught. I multiply this equation with 2 and add these two. 2t gets cancelled out. I'll have 4 mg minus 2 mg is 2 mg. is equal to 4 plus 4 is 8, 8m a naught. M gets cancelled out. A naught is equal to g by 4. All I have to do is just plug this over here. So I'll have answer is 4 g by 4 times 20 by 2g plus 40. G gets cancelled out, 4 gets cancelled out, 2 ones, 2 tenths, 50 meters. So the maximum height reached by the particle is 50 meters from ground. You all understand the question? Like, why is he asking maximum height? Because this goes up to a height of 40 meters under acceleration of g by 4. After that, this block is going on only under gravity. It is projected with velocity v naught under gravity. How will I get velocity v naught? I'll get velocity of this one. Double the velocity of this is v naught. So if this is v naught, this is v naught by 2. I'll use v square minus u square is 2as, v naught by 2, or I can use directly over here itself. V naught square minus 0 square is equal to 2 times 2a naught times 40. Either I can use this one or this one. Alright, you can use any of these. But here when I use acceleration, it will be 2a naught, g by 2 here, this is g by 4, a naught is g by 4, 2a naught is g by 2. But once it reaches this height 40, because this block B hits the floor after a distance of traveling a distance of 20, it will stick to the ground, and this block will reach this height with a velocity of v naught. Because of it, now it moves only under gravity because tension in the string becomes 0. This hits the ground, sticks to it, tension in the string becomes 0. This will go under gravity. Maximum height reaches v square by 2g. V square by 2g plus 40 is my answer from ground. So maximum height from ground is v square by 2g plus 40. Is that okay? See, students, today we don't have IPC students with us, so we are doing tough problems today. All right, that of advanced level. So if at all you feel it's going faster or tough, you let me know. I'll repeat, I'll slow down, I'll explain it again and again. But the point is, you should get the concept and problem. All right, do not hesitate to stop me and ask. ఏదైనా ప్రాబ్లం ఉంటే స్టాప్ మీ అని అడగండి, ఆపి అడగండి. Do you all understand how I got this question, this answer? Maximum height 4ah by 2g plus 440. You all understood this? How I got this?
Yes, sir.
From there, how I got acceleration? Do you all understand? I have drawn the FBD. F is equal to ma. Eliminated t. I got acceleration from here as g by 4. All I did was plug in this acceleration in this equation. I'll get the required answer. All right. Now look at this question. It's from projectile motion. I've got particle which is projected velocity v naught at an angle of psi with the horizontal. Now this will hit the ground somewhere here. Let this be r. For different angles, and it hit different range, and area under this graph goes on changing. If I see area under this curve, this area is going on changing. You all see that? If angle is changing, area is changing. This area is different. If I project it vertically upwards, area is 0. Do you all see that? Area is going on changing. Now the question is, for what value of psi is my area under the graph maximum? Area under the curve, projectile curve maximum. So I have to find out psi for which, psi along which if I project the particle with velocity v naught, my area under the graph is maximum. That's what I have to find out. So think about it for a minute. I'll give you a minute. Think about it, how to do, or at least consolidate the question. Let the question come clear to you first. He's asking angle psi for which area under the curve is maximum. So any maximum in your problem, I'll use calculus. So if I know, get to know the function area, or the function how the area is varying with psi, if I know a as a function of psi, all I have to do is dA by d psi is 0. I'll get the answer. Now the question is, how do I get area? Okay, you think about it for a minute. You'll go ahead. I'll give you a minute. Any idea how to get the area under the graph? Okay, look at this. Now, if I know this function f of x and I integrate this function f of x with respect to x that is f of x dx from 0 to r, I'll get the area. You all agree? A definite integral or area under this graph is equal to this definite integral. Integral f of x dx from 0 to r. All I have to do is find out this function f of x and plug this f of x over here, integrate it. I'll get area as a function of psi because my function depends on psi. I'll get area as a function of psi. I differentiate this area with respect to psi equal to 0. I'll get the answer. You understand the strategy? Two-step strategy. One step, knowing the function, I'll write the area under the graph, which I'll get as a function of psi. Function is got. Now we got the function. Once you get the function, I'll differentiate that function with respect to psi variable and equate it to 0. I'll get value of psi. All right. So I'll write the function. You tell me the integral. You tell me the area. Function is given by or y is equal to x tan psi into 1 minus x by r. This is the equation of projectile motion. I mean, equation of trajectory of the particle, equation of trajectory of the projectile in terms of r. You could as well use x tan theta minus gx square by 2 square cos square theta, but that would become a step lengthier. But I've used this form of equation of trajectory because this is easier because when I integrate from 0 to r, most of the r gets cancelled out. Like 1 r gets cancelled out. All right, now your task is to integrate this. X tan psi into 1 minus x by r dx. Can you all integrate this and tell me what's the answer, what the area is? Area is a function of size, or this is area. Tan psi is constant, so area is equal to tan psi times integral 0 to r x minus x square by r naught dx. Can you tell me what the area, what the integral is, and substitute the limits and tell me what the function is, what the function A is? అర్థమవుతుందా అందరికి what the question is? Question is, if I project the particle at different angles, trajectory is different, and area under the trajectory is going on changing. If the angle is more, trajectory is something like this, area is different. The angle is less, again area is different. సో ఇలా యాంగిల్ ఉంటే ఏరియా ఇలా వస్తుంది, ఇలా ఉంటే ఇలా వస్తుంది. So you've got different, for different angles, you have different areas under the curve. I have to find out that angle for which the area is maximum. So what I do, I'll write the equation of trajectory of the curve. I find the area under that. How do I find area under that? The definite integral f of x dx from 0 to r will give me area under the f of x from 0 to r. Alright, this is my origin. From 0 to r, if I integrate this f of x, definite integral is nothing but area under f of x from 0 to r. So integrate this and tell me what is a as a function of, what is the function of a? Integrate this and tell me. What is integral x dx? What is integral x dx, students? I'm asking a question. Don't be silent. Either if you know, tell me the answer. If you don't know, tell me don't know. But don't remain silent like this.
X square by 2 plus c, sir.
Yes, x square by 2 plus c. So integral x dx is x square by 2. Integral x square by r is? What is integral x square dx?
X cubed by 3.
X cubed by 3.
Correct. Under limit 0 to r. That side. Now substitute r, substitute the limits and tell me the answer. Final function. Substitute the limits r and tell me the final function. 0 and r. Substitute the upper limit and lower limit and tell me the final function. You have to put your pen on paper, students. Otherwise, it doesn't work like that. Think and put your pen on paper.
One by two answer.
Hmm? What's the answer?
1 by 2.
No. What happens to r? There is r as well, right? How will you get 1 by 2?
Sir, r square by 6.
Yeah, r square by 6. That's right. So a is equal to tan psi into r square by 6. Now substitute r as v naught square sine square theta by sine 2 theta by 2g. Sorry, v naught square sine 2 theta by g. Substitute r as this in this equation and tell me the final function as a function of psi. Sine square 2 psi, so sine 2 psi by g. Substitute r. Use the formula of r. Substitute r here, r not here, and tell me as a function of psi only. You'll have v naught, g, and psi. Substitute R naught as V naught square sine 2 psi by G in this equation and tell me what is A as a function of psi.
So V naught square sine square xi by 3z.
What happens to tan psi then?
So I've flipped a tan into sine by cos.
So that becomes sine cube, no? Think again. See, right? V naught square. So that becomes V naught power 4 into sine 2 psi. That becomes sine square 2 psi by G square.
So so
Yeah.
I've substituted r square. Oh, okay, sir. R square, no, sir. Okay, sir. I've
It's R square,
substituted.
yeah.
Yeah. Yes, sir. So is it V naught raised to 4 into sine cube xi by 3z?
And what happens to cos psi? You'll have cos psi as well, no? See, it is sine 2 psi. V naught square sine 2 psi by G. Sine 2 psi can be written as 2 sine psi cos psi.
Yes, sir.
So I'll have V naught power 4 by G square sine square 2 psi tan psi. What is sine square 2 psi? 4 sine square psi cos square psi. Right? So I'll have 4 V naught power 4 by 6 here by 6 G square sine square psi cos square psi sine psi by cos psi. So I'll have 4 V naught power 4 by 6 G square into sine cube psi times cos psi. Now this is my A as a function of psi. All right, is it okay? Check, check, check. I could be wrong, but check. Answer is pi by 3 radians. Psi should be pi by 3. All right, we should arrive at that answer. 60 degrees.
So is it by 6 is split?
Sorry,
Nothing, sir.
is it okay? Is this equation fine? Now, all I have to do is differentiate this function with respect to psi and equate to 0. This is anyway a constant. Don't bother about it because dA by d psi is equal to this constant times d by d psi of sine cube psi into cos psi equal to 0. So this constant goes to the right, becomes 0. So we don't have to bother about the constant. So differentiate this function now. You've got a product rule, product of two functions. Differentiate sine cube psi into cos psi. How do you differentiate that? Derivative of sine cube psi cos psi. d psi of sine cube psi cos psi. How do you differentiate this function when you have two product of when you have product of two functions? How do you differentiate that? Sine cube into cos psi.
UV rule or chain rule, sir?
Yes, yes, correct. Correct. That's right. Good. So UV rule first. I'll have is equal to dA by dψ is equal to sine cube psi into derivative of cos is
Minus sign.
minus sine plus cos psi into derivative of sine cube is
2.
3 cos 3.
Yes, sir.
3
3.
sine cube psi into 3 sine square psi into cos psi.
Cos.
Yes, sir.
All right. So I can take sine square common. What I'll be left with is cos square, 3 cos square. Okay, let's expand it. So I'll have this would be 3 sine square psi into cos square psi minus sine power 4 psi equal to 0. So this will be sine square. If I take common and send it over there, I'll be left with cos square 3 cos square minus sine square equal to 0. So I'll have tan square psi is equal to 3. Tell me what further, how do I go further? If tan psi is equal to 3, what is psi? Tan square is equal to 3. What is tan? Root 3. If tan is root 3, what is psi? Tan inverse of root 3. Tell me what is psi now? Have you all attempted the exam? Or you still have not attempted the exam? You still have exam to be written. Exam రాసారా అందరూ?
No, sir.
Navneet, Omkar, Bhaskar, Gayatri, Shravani.
రాయలేదు సార్.
ఆహా, మరి ఎప్పుడు రాస్తారు? రాయట్లేదంటే మరి ఎగ్జామ్ ఎందుకు మరి?
లింక్ వస్తలేదు సార్.
ఆ?
నెట్వర్క్
సారీ
ప్రాబ్లం, లింక్ వస్తలేదు.
ఏంటి?
నెట్వర్క్ ప్రాబ్లం ఉంది సార్. నెట్వర్క్ ప్రాబ్లం.
మొత్తం డే అంతా నెట్వర్క్ ప్రాబ్లం ఉందా?
ఈ జేనూర్ సైడ్ బంద్ ఉంది కదా సార్.
బట్ యూఆర్ ఏబుల్ టు అటెండ్ క్లాసెస్ నా?
ఇది వైఫై గురించి నడుస్తుంది సార్.
Okay, tell me what's the value of psi? Tan square psi is 3. What is the value of psi?
Root 3 tan inverse.
√3 tan inverse.
What is root 3 tan inverse? అంటే tan inverse root 3 నా root tan inverse?
Tan inverse root 3, sir.
All right. What is it? What is tan inverse root 3? ఎంత అవుతుంది యాంగిల్? tan inverse root 3 ఎంత అవుతుంది?
30 degrees.
30 degree.
Sir,
No.
it will be 60 degrees.
Right, 60 degrees. Tan inverse 1 by root 3 is 30 degrees. So it's 5 by 3 radian. Alright. So when this is 60 degrees, then area under this curve is maximum anta. If less than 60 degrees, area is less. More than 60 degrees, area is less. But when it becomes 60 degrees, the area under this curve is maximum. Alright. That's what the question was, and that's what we found out.
Sir,
Yes.
నాకు ఇక్కడ y ఫంక్షన్ ఎలా తీసుకున్నానో అర్థం కాలేదు సార్.
EY function. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
See, I've got y is equal to x tan theta or x tan psi minus gx square by 2u square cos square psi, right? Or అదే ఆ ఫంక్షన్ తీసుకుంటా x tan psi minus x tan x square tan psi by r. r ఏంటి నాది v naught square sin psi
To
cos psi by g. Alright. Sin cancel అయిపోయి cos కిందకి వస్తుంది. Sin cancel అయిపోయి cos కిందకి వస్తుంది. So x tan psi minus gx square by v naught 2 v naught square cos square psi. ఈ ఈక్వేషన్ కదా. So this equation is nothing but alternate form of equation of trajectory. Alright. So ఇక్కడ r is equal to నేను substitute చేస్తే what I'll get is this function only. X tan psi minus gx square by 2 square cos square psi. So this is alternate form of equation of trajectory where it is in terms of r. ఎందుకంటే ఇంటిగ్రేట్ ఫ్రమ్ 0 to r చేయాలి కాబట్టి ఇలా ఈ ఫార్మ్ తీసుకున్నా నేను. ఇది కూడా తీసుకొని ఇంటిగ్రేట్ చేయొచ్చు. Alright, here also you integrate the same thing. X tan psi minus gx square by 2 square cos square psi రాసి integrate from 0 to psi అదే వస్తుంది. But this integral is little easier to handle. X tan psi ఉంది, x square tan psi by r ఉంది. So r gets cancelled out. R I'll substitute at the end. It becomes one step easier to handle the equation than this equation. But you'll get the same thing. Whether I integrate this one from 0 to r dx or that one, I'll get the same answer. That's an alternate form of the equation of trajectory. If the equation of trajectory ante that's an alternate form. Sarena Vignesh.
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. This is going towards left with a velocity of 12 meters per second. I have to determine the velocity of this block. Because constraints మీరు వీక్ అవుతున్నారు, you're not practicing constraints, అందుకే మళ్ళీ constraints చేస్తున్నాను. Which is a waste of time actually. ఇవన్నీ చేసాం మన ముందు, but again I'm doing it. Okay, we have not done this problem exactly, but we have done similar problems. All right, tell me how to do it. You can use push-pull method or pulley method.
So push-pull method.
Okay, do both the methods. Do with both the methods. So what is the answer you get? It's a look and say. Pen paper awesome లేదు, but use pen and paper if you want.
So 24 meter per second, huh?
ఎలా చేశారు?
సార్ నాకు ఇక్కడ ఎక్కడంటే ఈ లాస్ట్ నుంచి సెకండ్ పుల్లీ దాకా అర్థమవుతుంది కానీ సార్ ఇక 2 టై చేస్తున్నాయి కదా! అక్కడ కన్‌ఫ్యూజ్ అయ్యా. ఒకవేళ మనకి ఈ లాస్ట్ పుల్లీ లేకపోతే సేమ్ ఉంటుంది సార్ యాక్సిలరేషన్.
లాస్ట్ పుల్లీ లేకుంటే.
హ్మ్.
బట్ ఉంది పుల్లీ. See, okay, think again. You're along the correct lines. దీన్ని పుష్ చేస్తాను X తో. స్ట్రింగ్ ఎంత స్టాక్ అవుతుంది చూడండి. So how do we do? I push this by X. స్ట్రింగ్ స్టాక్ ఎంత స్ట్రింగ్ స్టాక్ అవుతుంది? సారీ, because you people are not doing homework, I'm waiting for you to do in the class. నేను ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయట్లేదు. ఆర్ యూ ప్రాక్టీసింగ్ సిన్సియర్లీ? టెల్ మీ. ఓకే, యూ మే నాట్ బి గెటింగ్ టైమ్ టు డూ, బట్ ఆర్ యూ ఏబుల్ టు డూ? టైం దొరుకుతుందా మీకు? ఐఎమ్ నాట్ బ్లేమింగ్ యూ ఫర్ నాట్ డూయింగ్, బట్ ఐమ్ ఆస్కింగ్ whether or not you're getting time to practice. మార్నింగ్ క్లాస్, ఈవినింగ్ క్లాస్, మధ్యలో కాలేజ్. Are you all getting time to do practice?
యెస్ సార్.
Navneet, Gayatri,
Yes, sir.
సార్
okay, you're getting time?
సార్
Yes.
ఐ థింక్ ఐ మేడ్ ఎ మిస్టేక్ సార్.
Okay. Yeah, you made a mistake.
నేను
That's not 24. 24 is wrong.
నో సార్. నేను ఆన్సర్‌లో అనట్లేదు సార్. లాస్ట్ పుల్లీ తీసేసినప్పుడు సేమ్ ఉంటుందన్నా కదా!
అది కూడా సేమ్ ఉండదు.
యాహ్! సార్. అది A0/4 సార్ ఒకవేళ లాస్ట్ పుల్లీ లేకపోతే?
రైట్. ఈ పులి లేకుంటే ఇట్స్ A0/4. ఇది లేకుంటే దెన్ ఇట్స్ A0/4. ఇది లేకుంటే then it's A0/4. That's right. But you have that pulley as well. ఇది x మూవ్ చేస్తే స్ట్రింగ్ ఎంత స్లాక్ అవుతుంది? We could do only 3 problems today. Only 2 actually. We are doing the similar problem again. It's an old problem.
x/2 సార్.
ఈ స్ట్రింగ్ కూడా ఉంది కదా, థర్డ్ స్ట్రింగ్ కూడా ఉంది కదా. ఇది x తో మూవ్ అయితే ఇది x స్లాక్ అవుతుంది, x స్లాక్ అవుతుంది, x స్లాక్ అవుతుంది కదా. ఇది x తో మూవ్ చేస్తే స్ట్రింగ్ ఇస్ స్లాకెన్ బై x అండ్ x కదా.
ఎస్ సార్.
ఈ 3x వెళ్ళి ఇక్కడ వెళ్తుంది. ఇఫ్ దిస్ మూవ్స్ బై 3x, దిస్ విల్ స్లాకెన్ బై, if this pulley moves by towards left by 3x, this string slackens by ఎంత?
ఎయిట్ ఎయిట్
Hmm?
ఎయిట్ ఎయిట్
Sorry?
ఎయిట్.
Your voice is breaking. Gayatri, if this moves by 3x towards left, how much will the string slacken? Navneet?
సార్ x/2 x/2.
3x తో మూవ్ అవుతుంది కదా పుల్లి. అరే, see students, if this pulley moves by x, string will slacken by x and x. x/2 ఎందుకు వస్తుంది? x and x కదా. If this pulley moves towards left by x, string will slacken by x and x కదా. If this moves by 3x, string will slacken by 3x and 3x. Total is 6x. So this will go by 6x towards left. If this is going back by x, this is going by 6x towards left. x/2 ఎందుకు వస్తుంది మధ్యలో? If this pulley moves by 3x, how much will the string slacken?
విచ్ వన్ సార్?
This pulley moves by 3x towards left. How much will this string slacken?
6x.
Exactly 6x. ఇప్పుడే చెప్పాను కదా. So 6a, that means 6a naught is equal to 12. A naught is equal to 2 meters per second. So this moves up by 2 meters per second. Sorry, 2 meters per second square. Velocity ఇచ్చాను కదా, 2 meters per second. If this 12 meters per second, this goes up by 2 meters per second that instant. Okay, I'll just change the configuration later and you try again. Now this is moving with 24 meter per second or 12 meter per second. I will determine the velocity of this block. Same situation, but కానీ నేను వర్టికల్ చేశాను. It is moving at 12 అవుతుంది. అది కనుక్కోవాలి. Make it quick, students. I sent a problem in the WhatsApp. That also we have to do. Do the same thing. If this moves by x, string slackens by 3x. If this comes here down by 3x, string ఎంత slack అవుతుంది?
6x.
Correct. So same answer again. 6x is equal to 12, x is equal to 2 again. But now
Yes.
I'll change the configuration a bit. Now this is moving with 12. How to determine the velocity of the block? Now you think in terms of x by 2, Vignesh. You think in terms of x by 2 now.
So, but 2.
ఎంత? Tell me if this moves by x, ఇదెంత మూవ్ అవుతుంది?
Three x.
Yeah, this string slackens by 3x. ఈ బ్లాక్ కిందకి వస్తుంది? This string slackens by 3x. ఇది 3x తో కిందకి వస్తే ఈ బ్లాక్ ఎంత కిందకి వస్తుంది? You can use pulley equation if you're already confused. ఇది 3x. ఇది 3v0. If this goes up with v0, ఇది 3v0. ఇది 0. బ్లాక్ వెలాసిటీ ఎంత ఉంటుంది?
3v0/2.
3v0/2, right? So 3v0/2 is equal to 12. v0 is equal to 8. That's it. Okay, students, you have to revise constant equations. Manami, like tomorrow also we'll do some tough problems only. We'll not go ahead with the concept. We'll do some tough problems. I sent a problem in the WhatsApp group. Read that problem. If possible, you try to solve it. If possible, you search on the internet also. That's okay. Internet లో సొల్యూషన్ సర్చ్ చేసి కూడా ట్రై చేయొచ్చు. బట్ విల్ డిస్కస్ ద ప్రాబ్లమ్ టుమారో. అది ఈ రోజే చేద్దాం అనుకున్నాము, బట్ ఇట్ వెంట్ స్లో టుడే. దట్స్ ఓకే. But try to solve the problem tomorrow. I mean, try to solve the problem on your own, or look for some solution on the internet. Try to understand the solution. Even if you don't get, we are going to do tomorrow, but you try to understand it before we do. All right. Okay, students, join the next session. We'll end the class here. Join the next session. Bye, everyone.